Hello, YouTube!
Hello!
Today, we are going to Meteor Crater, and we have a little special stopover just before we get there. But I want to ask everybody that's here, we lost our momentum when I got sick. We got my diagnosis. And so if everybody can reach down there and click that the thumbs up button, that will help us get back in the good graces of YouTube's algorithm. We planned a 2-day stop here, staying in the newly opened Meteor Crater RV Park. It's only about 5 miles away on Meteor Crater Road. The first evening we saw the sunset behind the snow-covered mountain down the road before we made our way to see the special flatbed Ford on the special corner in Winslow, Arizona. We highly recommend the obvious of going during the daytime to experience more tourism and less unsavory crowds. We wanted to show the drive on Meteor Crater Road to show our family and anyone else who has not been through this part of Arizona. We are amazed at the lack of anything. No saguaros, no mesquite trees, no pines, nothing. If you choose not to stay at the new campground, there is a parking lot on site called the Mars Lot that has plenty of room for RVs, trucks with trailers, or buses.
This is what 31 years of marriage gets you. You're sitting with an aisle between you.
We'll never see the light of day.
Yes, it will.
Charlotte, are you sitting there like your friends?
It's my silent partner.
Near the entrance to the crater, there is a very poorly attended movie with a lot of good information about what you will be seeing. The meteor that made impact hit with the energy of a 20 megaton bomb, and the crater is approximately 1 mile in diameter. So how was your movie?
I liked it. It was very informative. And yes, I liked it.
In short.
Oh. Wow.
Early 1900s, Daniel Behringer dug here trying to find an extreme-sized meteorite that made the crater. His equipment and impact can be found at the bottom of the hole today. This helps to understand the size of the crater, as perspective and size are almost impossible to convey in these videos. This is the portion I am zooming in, and it is still so far away it is nearly impossible to make out what you are seeing, but there is a human-sized astronaut suit, pumps, and a fenced area right there. There are 4 or 5 different viewing platforms on different levels. You can stay at the top or go down into the crater about 50 to 60 feet down at the lowest. The lowest viewing area is still significantly high up on the crater rim, making it nearly impossible to see the bottom detail with the naked eye.
There's a house-sized rock. That right there is the size of a house. That one square.
Sticking up?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, there's a bang your head danger everywhere. Everywhere we go. Good thing I've already got brain damage. I just don't know, it doesn't track with me. I'm like the other people, like, where's the meteorite?
Right. I think
They
it's
said he
amazing.
drilled and everything else.
Hmm?
They said he drilled and everything else looking for it.
Amazing.
Hmm.
I never thought I'd find this a cool thing, but it is. It's amazing.
Yeah. These would be the other one. It's really cool.
I'm like Behringer. I think I want to find some meteorite.
Right. And I just want to see how big was this thing. That's just where he camped, and you see the stuff he built there,
right?
Where he was digging and stuff. That's his mark.
Got you. So the rock itself probably exploded into a blue million pieces.
Okay. Horse, the car. Yeah, I said that. It's the lightest horse. I did that one, and that one. Well, way less than the car. There's the meteorite there. That guy was outside digging around and stuff, and it's sitting right here the whole time in the museum.
Ah, well, and here's some fragments of deer.
Okay. So this is an earth rock. Lift the earth rock, and then there's a iron meteorite. Not a whole lot of difference. Of course, maybe that's because this rock's turned to powder in the bottom.
Minerals don't exist on Earth.
Hey, the sky is falling.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh. Yeah, that's good information and all, but I just love this mechanism, right? And you can hear the ball bearings. It's got to have slides on it. Yep, drawer slides.
You need to have a video on mechanical engineering.
And then
Get
this
with
is just,
iGEM.
yeah, this is just get
A slider.
grommet in it. No, it's just, it narrows down so it'll slide up and down.
So we are. Step inside the theater to experience one artist's conception of the dramatic birth of Meteor Crater. Smashing into the ground, the impacting meteor threw about 175 million tons of material out of the crater and sent a shockwave in all directions. 95% of the meteor was vaporized or melted at the shock of impact, and much of it was carried with the wind in a large plume of gases released from the impacted rock. Some of the melted meteor reformed and fell to the ground as sand grain-sized metallic particles called spherules.
Hurricane-force winds threw 175 million tons of material in all directions. The shock of impact melted most of the meteor and spread it with the large plume of debris. It took just 10 seconds and Meteor Crater was formed.
But yet the building still survived. You know what they should do?
What's that?
If they want you to do these things where it's touchscreen, put a sign up there that says "Do not touch." Everybody will look at it.
True. Oh, that is cool. That shows you the meteor
Look at this thing.
showers. What's our next?
Look at that little camera thing. It's fascinating.
Narrate.
Because Arizona, if you can see these cameras, every night they're studying. They have these in 6 different towns across Arizona, and they'll capture it. And these are all the impacts, or it's not even necessarily impacts, but it's falling stars, meteors that they observe every night. This thing's just updated every night.
A meteor fell
Are we
over
in the way?
Chelyabinsk, Russia.
Can you guess it? You may have watched it.
nearly 3 minutes after the flash of light appeared in the sky, a shockwave. As the meteor passed through the atmosphere, it exploded, creating a flash of light brighter than the sun, and a shockwave. It took nearly 3 minutes after the flash for the shockwave to be felt. The shockwave damaged buildings and windows and resulted in more than 1,400 injuries. Quote, "If humanity does not want to go the way of the dinosaurs, we need to study an event like this in detail." End quote.
Even though you could just go outside and do it.
Yeah.
Well, don't trip on it. That's maybe. There you go. This is sort of a small museum, isn't it?
It is. It's small, but informative.
It is. What'd you
It's-
think of it?
I liked it.
Yeah. It is very small, but the attraction here is not the museum; it's the crater.
Crater.
So
Any larger, it would have
yeah,
lost me.
yeah, it would have gotten
Yeah.
a little boring, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, good size.
It is. It's a nice visit. Oh, look at this.
So inside by the bathroom, they have Meteor Crater Mining Company Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee house. Nice looking building. Very
Nice.
No, Andrew. Yeah. No, that's something I have to do about Wednesday.
dogs.
Oh, you got all the way
Together again.
This is cool.
Yeah, I
place.
want to.
Bartenders, you name it.
Oh.
Is it not working?
That one is only folders, not just coffee.
Or, you know what? There's another marker over there. Let me grab it. Okay, let me go get another marker.
For the coffee. So after it's made in the washer, then we just yeah.
I don't know if they
Only
want
thing
to.
is, I don't know if there's any
But anyway, it's in the wash. But it's everything. It's the big
Just
thing.
like put that small mixture list.
All my stuff is free.
All your stuff you put up.
So, there's big heavy jacket, shirt, pants. So, they take that. Okay.
Thank you,
How's it
Richie.
going?
Alrighty.
Good, good.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Our first thing left behind.
Ah.
I just love the design of this place. Big beams and it's nice, really old. You can tell that's a really old crate. They've had to repair it a little bit. The crate itself is old. And then you got this carpet. Not sure how that fits into anything, but and then the table should crank up. It's gonna crank in. Charlotte's entering with her friends.
Are you getting it there?
Yeah. We're gonna need you out of the way. That's over.
Welcome to Meteor Crater, where outer space meets planet Earth.
So, Charlotte,
So, Junior.
we are not a Meteor Crater anymore.
No, we're not.
For whatever reason, we forgot to do this outro.
I guess it's
When we
our
were
age
there.
creeping upon us.
Yep. So, what did you think of Meteor Crater and Winslow, Arizona? Winslow, Arizona was just a small little part,
Yeah, a little blip.
as you've seen.
And it could have been a radioactive radiation, from the crater site that caused us to forget to do our outro. that was very well.
No, you've seen that we did a little bit of it inside, but this is current day.
Yeah.
So we're
It's all
future
good, though.
future Junior and Charlotte.
Yeah, we did time travel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I felt part of the experience is getting there, believe it or not. You're surrounded by nothingness. No trees.
A lot of it, too.
Anything. No houses. No
saguaro cactuses. We've seen those a little bit of everywhere else. Yeah. So.
It was really cool, though.
Yeah.
It made some big skies, big clouds, big sunsets.
It's just like a lot of things, especially when you're dealing with size, that it's hard to show perspective. It's hard to show size. You got to go there and see it yourself. It's really impressive when you're standing on the top of the rim looking into it.
Yeah.
It's more impressive than what we can show you or tell you. You just got to go.
And you're talking about the site itself. I was talking about the drive to our campsite, which was the Meteor Crater RV Park, which was new from what I understand. It looked new.
They just reopened it, is what it is.
Boy, they took excellent care of the grounds there. It was a really nice RV park. So we spent the night at the RV park. A really nice park.
Two nights.
They have things on site there. Not a ton of stuff, but they have food and like milk and things you might need, and they have a
it was shop. A gas station, current functioning gas station.
Yeah,
they just have the RV park behind it.
Yeah, really nice people, nice park. And then the actual site, I loved the actual crater itself. That was really cool. They did have tour guides that took you around the rim of the crater. We opted not to do that because we felt satisfied.
Hot.
Yeah, and that was another reason why we felt satisfied.
Yeah.
Going, and we stayed quite a long time actually looking at the crater.
You can't possibly get any closer either. I mean, they may tell you a few things but I mean, what can they tell you that you didn't see already? And then we also had the museum part inside. It's kind of a small museum, like you heard us say. But it's a good size for what it is. And then they've got a movie downstairs, a regular movie, and then they've got like a 3D or 4D movie
experience.
You can stay busy for a few hours there. Easy.
Definitely.
I highly recommend going.
I do too, because it's one of the best preserved craters I want to say in the world, but I know for sure in the northern hemisphere.
Being in the desert is kind of like the moon. The moon's got a lot of craters on there that you can clearly see. Same thing here. There's not enough rain to wash this completely away, not enough vegetation to hide it, so it's well preserved in that way.
Yes.
But at the bottom of the crater, I tried showing on the video. You've seen the part I circled. There's a large yard, and this guy dug, he was a professional geologist, I think it was. He drilled looking for these meteorites and everything else, and he of course had no luck, but there's a big well down there. There's very large machinery, and then they also have the statue down there. So it's just hard to see because it's so far down.
And it's incredible to think that because they couldn't find any of the remnants of the meteorite is because it was pulverized into the side of the earth there. So I mean that makes sense if you think about it. It really does make sense. You might find makes some pieces
better sense now that we went to Houston Space Center because we've seen the teeny tiny little piece of plastic that made that type of crater in a 4-inch solid block of aluminum. So if you've got enough speed behind something that's a whole lot of energy enough to
much bigger,
it wouldn't have to be a huge meteorite.
Right. Yeah, so just incredible to see it. So go see it if you get a chance. Definitely.
Thank you very much for watching this video, and we will see you again next week.
Take care.